What's up, what's up, what's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video. I just realized my water's over there, but I'm not going to worry about it. So let's get started. So today, again, as always, I'm talking about the stock market news and what's going on in the stock market, what happened today, right? And today it says the Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ slide ahead of Fed decision as tariff fears return. Doom, doom, doom. Yeah, as always, hopefully you guys are in the market and you're not trying to time the market, because that is impossible to do. You have to be in the market, right? So let's get into today's news, shall we? Hopefully you guys are having a blessed day. All right. So it says U.S. stocks fell on Tuesday as the Federal Reserve kicked off its two-day policy meeting. Today was the first day, right? Investors are watching closely to see how President Trump's tariffs could influence the Fed's stance on interest rates and the broader economic outlook. So the benchmark S&P 500 slid about 0.8%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped roughly 1%, or almost 400 points, right? Leading the declines. The tech-heavy NASDAQ Composite also fell 0.9%. So the countdown is on for the Fed's rate decision on Wednesday as policymakers begin their two-day meeting. Although the central bank is expected to keep rates unchanged, Wall Street will listen closely to Chair Jerome Powell's comments on how the economy is holding up. Focuses on the Fed's evaluation of the fallout from Trump's trade offensive, which has yet to fully show up in economic data. Like that is very true. Like, we're not sure how the issues with tariffs have affected the economy in a negative or positive way, or it's still just the same, right? So yeah, we're gonna find out soon. So the president's remarks over the weekend dimmed hopes of tariff relief, helping drive a retreat by the S&P 500 on Monday from its longest winning streak in 20 years. Investors weighed mixed signals from Trump and his top officials on Wednesday. So Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said some trade deals could be announced as soon as this week. As a report said, the U.S. and U.K. moved close to a deal. Trump met with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney at the White House, where the two leaders had an, at times, tense exchange over Trump's desire to make Canada the 51st U.S. state. So meanwhile, Ford shares climbed back from earlier losses as investors digested its strongest earnings report, which was muddied by tariff uncertainties. Barbie maker Mattel added to the storm clouds, withdrawing its guidance and saying it could hike prices for some products. Trump also hinted late Monday that tariffs on pharmaceutical imports were on the way. So that means medicine's going up, dragging on Eli Lilly, Merck, and others. So highlights on the earnings docket on Tuesday include chip maker AMD, server maker Supermicro, and electric vehicle company Rivian. Yeah. That's pretty much it. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. Things are just topsy-turvy right now, right? The tariffs are an issue, and it's affecting the stock market. It's going to affect the Fed's decision on Wednesday on whether or not to leave interest rates the same. I don't know. But what I do know is that I will continue to dollar cost average into the stock market and invest into my portfolio. And that's what I suggest that you do, right? So let's get into what the stocks did today. So, not expecting much. So my S&P 500 ETF SPLG lost 55 cents today, closing out at $65.74. My Information Technology ETF, FTEC, lost $1.35, which is huge, closing out at $166.31. Palantir took a big hit, right? Losing $14.91, closing out at $108.86. Wow. Tesla lost $4.91 today, closing out at $271.35 per share. Broadcom lost 63 cents today, closing out at $200.09. Nvidia lost 28 cents today, closing out at $113.54. Yeah, everyone lost today. Microsoft lost. Apple took a small loss. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Well, that's all I'm going to cover. So this is going to be a short video. As always, get out of debt, people. Get out of the credit card debt. Get out of the personal loan debt. Get out of the car loan debt. Get out of the student loan debt. Get out of all debt where you're paying someone money plus interest because of something that you borrowed, right? Get out of it as soon as possible and start investing into assets. Stop buying things that are going down in value. Invest more into assets, things that appreciate, whether it be stocks, even though stock market right now is a little topsy-turvy. But, I mean, that's to be expected. You can't have gains every day, every month, every year. You know, the stock market has been around over 100 years, right? So this is a part of the process, right? Either way, invest in assets, whether it be properties, real estate, land. Some people invest in art. Some people invest in gold and silver. Things that eventually go up in value. Invest in yourself. You can go up in value as well. The more knowledge you incur or increase in your brain, in your circle, the more you can utilize it to make a profit or make money, right? Yeah. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I trying to or pretending to be one. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your money. But get out of debt, people. Create that emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Set up your kids' college fund ahead of time. And just live a beautiful life. All right, so I'm going to end this video. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. Think, people, if you think anything at all. All right, you guys take care. Peace.